Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. Here's Şengün from short range. That one's in, his first shot this game. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Leonard. 5 on the clock. Another shot. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And yes, it's good.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Here's Leonard. Here's Harden. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Harden. Following the basket by Jalen Green. That one falls. Harden's got his second bucket.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get... Oh, nice finish. If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now Harden, guarded by Green. Nobody near Leonard. Sinks the triple.
You set him up, more often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Green. Trying to get open is Thompson. Green, no luck. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up with a clipper. They trail by 1. Leonard, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
And the Rockets making a change here. Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now Harden, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Leonard. That shot missing. Good D by Thompson.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Outside, Green. Nifty move. Out to Brooks. Powell with the steal. Bogdanovich wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Here's Green, and the layup falls. Green's got 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Rockets trailed by 3. On the wing, Thompson. No one near him. Powell pulls it in. Harden up top. Pass to Leonard. From downtown. And another three for the Clippers.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
Here's Thompson. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Let me say this. If you need it, he's got it. Harden does everything you want out of an offensive weapon. And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
And Harden with the stop. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him.
The Rockets, 15.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Pass to Coffey. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trailed by 4. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Houston moving it around. Here's Şengün. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
For Houston, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Jones. And stolen by Whitmore. Down low. Here's Şengün. Lays it up and banks it in. Şengün's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Rockets making a switch here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. On the wing, Jones. Back to Simmons. Pass to Dunn. And here is Zubac. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 3. Simmons. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
Here's Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Outside, Simmons. Leonard looking around. Over Eason. And it's Leonard missing. Houston in the lead. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. And stolen by Simmons. Done shot's good.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And a good physical play there from Simmons, not letting the foul stop him from getting that shot off.
First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Simmons drops them both. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, Jones. Excellent defense there from Smith. Thompson outside. .112 left in the first half of basketball. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite. Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Harden. Rejected by VanVleet.
And perfect positioning from VanVleet, wanting to block shots whenever he can. Great instincts. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Thompson. Unloads from 13. And it's Houston with another.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Clippers trail by 7. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good bets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. That 3 off the mark. Rockets leading by 5. Back to Green. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
Done outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Dunn's got 7 points in the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Van Vliet wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. And he overshot that one, missing. And so here are the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Right wing. Outside Leonard. Back to Dunn. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Now it's just a 3-point Rocket lead. Here's Thompson. Takes it off the glass. He's got 16.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
Van Vliet outside. At the elbow, it's Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And he hits it to tie the game up. Harden's got 12.
Come on, that lefty stroke of James Harden is so pretty.
Count it, good.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And it's Leonard, top of the key. Back to Harden. Over Şengün. Harden can't hit. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. A 2-point game. Here's Şengün. Yep, it counts.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Harden looking it over. Second chance effort. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Here's Van Vliet to the inside. And Şengün throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. That shot misses. Great defense that time from Şengün. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Off on the layup. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Rockets lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Rockets leading by 4. Holiday surveying the floor. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Smith left side. Whitmore with it. Jones covering. A steal. Right side, Bogdanovich. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by Smith.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Back to Şengün. Screen by Şengün. Holiday gets the bucket. And now an 8-point Houston lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Done outside. Just 5 on the clock. Coffee can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Teams changing it up here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every 3 they put up. See if that intensity increases on D, guys.
Thanks, David.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's Leonard. Leonard finagling one in close.
Such a strong wing. Quad can more than handle his own down low.
In the corner, Smith with it. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Eason. Whitmore with it. Time to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Offline with the baseline jumper. A 3-ball. Rockets with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Whitmore. And that's going to be a travel.
Substitution on the court.
Clippers trail by 5. Done outside. A 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? We'll have to see.
Adams right side. And he drives in. Good on the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And stolen by Eason. And stolen by Leonard. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Van Vliet, the 10-footer. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Harden outside. Takes a three. Los Angeles with another miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen. And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Eason grabs the board. Rockets on offense. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Clippers moving the ball around. This one for 3. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They're leading by 8. Pass to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 15 assists. Leonard on the wing.